What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play VVVVVV. In the last episode, we found arguably a couple of the most difficult shiny trinkets in the game and rescued one more of our crew members, Vitellary, who seems to be in a bit of a pinch. So we are going to, well, we're going to go try and save him. And I do want to say that in the previous screen it was called Whiz in the Shaft, and then this is called Wii Sports, but it's all like, like pea puns, which is, kind of funny. Yeah. Now we are in the Gravitron. I am going to not be talking a lot during this. Positive force. Pump your hype, your positive force through my veins so that I can do this. This is really difficult in my opinion. I at least have yet to master it by any means. What is pretty cool though, and actually really nice, is that they will bring you back to the most recent 5-second interval that you died at, or survived to. So you don't have to make the full 50 or full 60 seconds completely in one go, which is just really difficult in my opinion. I would imagine if you gave this a lot of practice, you could do it relatively easily or get really good at the patterns, but I have not, and I find this to be one of the more difficult parts of the game. So I hope you guys are cheering me on in the comments as you watch the video, as it's already happened and I can't actually hear you. Cheer me on. Lend me your energy. People of Earth, lend me your energy for the spirit bomb. Yeah, no, this is pretty difficult. They tell you on the sides where the squares are coming from, and there are some intervals that are set patterns. So at 25 seconds, this pattern that you've been seeing over and over and over will always happen, or something like that. But outside of that, I'm not too familiar with it. Just really the tidbits and facts that I've learned from watching speedruns of the game. Nothing really beyond that. Oh, we're doing pretty well. Okay, only 15 more seconds. We're doing pretty well. I'll take it. Although, this is definitely one of the most trying parts of our run so far. I feel like most of our deaths are going to come from this. Oh, we are so close to another 5-second interval. I wanted to... Oh, run! We made it just past 10 seconds. I was like, we're so close. Oh, and we're still so close. Almost. Oh, darn it. 5 more seconds. Okay, come on, let's do this. Finish strong. Finish strong. Yes, we made it. We made it. That was interesting, wasn't it? Vitellary's just like, oh yeah, I made it through that no problem. You had fun, right? I feel dizzy. Yeah, there's a lot of bouncing up and down. Alright, so here we are. Now we can use this teleporter and hopefully make it back. Hopefully. Okay. Alright, so now Vitellary's back. I think it's no coincidence that the teleporter was drawn to that dimension. There's something there. I think it might be causing interference that's stopping us from leaving. Interesting. This plot is so intense. Did we ever talk to Violet? I don't think. Welcome back, Captain. I think Victoria is quite happy to be back on the ship. She really doesn't like adventuring. She gets very homesick. Oh, yeah, she did seem to be having a bit of an emotional, difficult time. I think is now. I'm so glad to be back. The lab was so dark and scary, I didn't like it at all. Aw, man. Is it maybe one of the later ones? Is it the last one we get? I'm not 100% sure. Huh, interesting. It's great to be back. I can't wait to help you find the rest of the crew. It'll be like old times, huh, Captain? Vermilion, you're so funny. You're so useless, to be honest. Okay, so there's still a lot of map we have to look at. Look at all we have yet to explore. So before we find the last crew member, we're going to just kind of explore around a little bit. Show off this wonderful, colorful, really well depicted world, in my opinion. As we get this chill music. This game is actually really relaxing for me. I can understand that some people would say that it's really frustrating, really rage-inducing, all that stuff. I get that. I get it. Don't worry. But for me, this kind of just wandering around in this exploring world with this awesome music, this cool scenery, is just really relaxing. And I definitely just kind of enjoy it. This part, you'd think you could just oh, you should just be able to teleport from level to level, and that would be fine to be faster, and that's what people actually care about. But no, I really think that sort of exploration, that kind of scenery adds quite a bit to the game, and I really enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think of that. Do you think this would be a better game if you could just teleport from level to level rather than have to explore like this? Although Exploring, of course, does enable this sort of like trinket, the shiny trinket hunting. Oh man, that's a stupid death. I feel like so many of these deaths are just gonna be like stupid, like, oh, I accidentally like forgot to hit the button, or I didn't anticipate the next screen and just like walked into a spike pit unknowingly. But there's another shiny. Let's head on up towards that blue area. See what's going on up there. I don't have this map like 100% memorized. I know where like, you know, some of the more basic things are, or the more like important things are, but beyond that, it's, you know, it's just kind of wandering, exploring. I love that sort of feel. When it is true exploration, when you can truly just indulge your curiosity, I love that. Hey, Captain, this way looks a little dangerous. Oops, I was gonna check the map, but alright, well, ooh, danger. I like the danger. Oops. I tapped it one time too many. We'll get some speed going. What's going on over here? Oh, what might this be? Got a big maze-like structure. Hopefully this isn't the way to the final crew member. I want to do some exploring before we find the final crew member. Maybe this will take us to a trinket. That would be really nice. I wouldn't be surprised if it took us to a shiny trinket. You're like, wait a minute, haven't you played this game 5 times? How do you not remember? I don't always remember. Also, watching people speedrun this part of the game is so funny because they just move so fast. Now, I also really enjoy this part. You'll notice that the colors are changing a bit, but watch this. It looks like you're just looping, but if you keep going, you actually are moving through screens that just look incredibly identical. I love that. They're like probably just like screwing with gamers, and they're like, oh, you think like you're not moving at all, just like this. You feel like you're looping back and forth, but you actually are making progress, which is pretty cool. And we found a shiny trinket. That is our 15th trinket. Alright, let's see here. Again, I said we're not going to leave any part of this map uncovered. So, let us continue to explore like the curious people we are. Man, curiosity, it's something I really appreciate. It's something that defines my personality too. And okay, I think, alright, then we'll head on down again and then back towards the top of the map, and then we can start exploring these areas, see what we find. Oh wait a minute, there was one from up here too. Can't miss any trinkets potentially. Nope, just another dead end. Ooh. Okay, that's the entrance to the green area. I am not going to enter there just yet because I want to keep exploring a bit before we enter there. But that is good to know that we can enter the green area through there. But there's still so much of this world to explore, so yeah, we're going to do that first. I hope you guys don't mind. I mean, this is a really short game as is, so I doubt you guys do. Did I just... Oh no, I don't think we have a choice. I don't think we have a choice. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice now. I think we might need to go through that green area. Oops, that's one too high. Yeah, I think I just did that. I think that just happened, guys. Oh, here's a teleporter. Here's a teleporter. So we don't need to enter this green area just yet. We can continue exploring. I was gonna say, like, I thought I just potentially doomed us from being able to explore everything. But no, we'll keep moving around and see what we can find. We'll go on up this way. Seems there's something up here. Is this what I think it is? Nah. Oh, but we got more of this terminal. Despite our best efforts, the dimensional stabilizer won't hold out forever. Its collapse is inevitable. Huh, these coordinates aren't even in this dimension. It's pretty cool. It's like there were so many people that were like so far advanced, like ahead of them, that were here beforehand and had been experimenting with these like dimensional like coordinates and all that. It's kind of like how we view like aliens and that sort of thing. We like anticipate them being like so like far advanced, like beyond all of our technology and everything. Okay, so we've explored this area pretty well. Let's head on upper left. Yeah, we'll head on over towards that big cloud over to the left. Let's see what we find. It's so funny, we're just like flying upside down across this map. Alright, we've been here before. But what about over here? Ooh, the outer hole. Yes, we've been here. We haven't been down on this screen. Or this one. And there's so much just like blank space. Oh, I remember what this part is. This part's actually really funny. We'll head on all the way up here. Yeah, I actually really appreciate this part. It's so random. This game is so funny. And like, I just love this exploration mixed with like the really intense platforming, of course, too. Look, it's a gigantic elephant, guys. It's a gigantic elephant. Would you look at that? I find that so funny. The first time I saw that, I was like, wait, are you kidding me? Like, what is this? But of course, we also find a shiny trinket. So that is, I believe, our 16th trinket. And yeah, then we just got a nice elephant. I believe if you run into its eye, you die. I'm not gonna test it because, you know, I'm not looking to die out here, but yeah, it's pretty funny. At least in my opinion. It's just so random. I wish the music changed. I feel like that would have been like a really funny like Easter egg sort of thing. That might be an Easter egg or a reference to something, but I don't actually know exactly what it is. Okay, what else do we need to explore? We need to explore, of course, that green area on the top right, but there's also a lot on the left side of this map that we need to. Let's see, is there a teleporter nearby? There's that one in the center over there. We'll see if we can reach that one and then teleport on over, make our lives a little bit easier. Okay, it should be right up here. There we go. Alright, let's head on over. Let's head on right over here, actually. And see what's directly above us. Because I don't think we covered those blocks. Oh. There we go. And that's that. Then let's head on over. Do we want to head on over there? There. Let's head on over here. And then we can go up that area. And then start exploring to the left again. Oh, if I recall correctly, there's some spikes I need to watch out for. Potentially here. Maybe, maybe not. Question mark? No, I guess we're good. Oh, there's like a green point thing? I don't know. It looks like a big shiny trinket. I think that might be what it's going for. So many random checkpoints. You never know when you're going to run into a threat in this game. That's for sure. Okay, we're still exploring quite a bit. There's only so much more. There's only so much more to explore. Do you want to go to that top left corner now? Let's go to the lower right area here first. And then we'll go to the top right. Man, we just keep falling. Falling. Oh, almost ran right into those spikes. That would not have been good. Oh, and there's a teleporter. Cool. Have we been here before? I don't think so. Our first breakthrough was the creation of the inversion plane, which creates a mirror dimension beyond a given event horizon. Oh, I've already found this. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, then we'll head on up this way. How had I already found that, but not gotten this teleporter or this screen? Interesting. Okay, then I believe we've got all of this area for the most part. We'll head on up and weasel our way into this little section. What is this section? Oh, it's just like a little maze-like thing. Oh, there's one little section over there. Ooh, I want to get that. I want to get that before we move on. There's like one area that's like clouded. It's like my little like OCD tendencies are going crazy. Gotta bounce up. And then around here. This kind of like the screen transitioning, this like hard like screen transition as opposed to like one fluid screen that's constantly moving can get to people at times, and I don't blame them more or less. Oh, there wasn't anything really here. But I don't know, if you're into NES games, if you're into this old like retro style, it's like second nature to be honest, so it's not really something worth worrying about. I guess one of the few other complaints you could really have about this game is that it is relatively short, right? Like, this is the third episode, and, you know, we're almost done with the game. We have almost all of the collectibles. We have, you know, saved almost all of our friends. But, I mean, granted, I am relatively experienced with this game, so I'm going through it a lot more quickly than the average person would, or at least your first playthrough. But even then, you know, it's typically, you know, 3-4 hours, and it also depends on, like, how good you are at games, right? That matters, too. Alright, what's going on over here? We got ourselves another trinket! That is the 17th. 17, one of my favorite numbers. Hype, hype. Alright, let's head on up. For some reason, this one in particular, I find going up is always a lot more difficult than going down. Alright, what's going on over here? Travel up here and see what's going on. Oh, we got a nice teleport over here, and some research. With just a small modification to the usual parameters, we were able to stabilize an infinite tunnel. What? Stabilize an infinite tunnel? Now, where else do we have to look? I think it's really just that area. Yeah, I think it's really just that last area. Okay, so I think we should go up this teleporter, go up to this teleporter, and then head on over there. Yeah, because we've explored everything else. So let's head on over here and see what we can do. This looks like it's gonna be like an area, you know? This is how it is. Oh. So now we get a lot of like off the screen mechanics and shenanigans. Sometimes the art in this game is so funny. Just like these like headless things just like walking, just like chilling. Alright, we'll head on this way. Oh wait, oops. and then I just react too slowly. That's okay. Or is it? It's not okay, we died. That's not okay. And then we go to a different screen, but then of course we can't go back to the area we just were because now the screen connects to the other half of the screen. Alright, we'll walk this way, and then we'll go up this way. Oh, and then we walk a little bit too far. Sad face. No! During my like D-Rust run, this part in particular gave me some difficulty because I thought I had to go farther than I actually did. Or I didn't like move fast enough or far enough. I don't know what the correct way to say it is. So I always end up sliding off. That's like, I guess, yeah, that's like one of my more like real complaints, is that the controls are generally pretty tight once you get the hang of them, but I don't know, sometimes, man. Oh, I hope we don't miss something there. I hope we didn't just miss a potential trinket. That would be annoying. Alright, let's see if we can get through this. There we go. That's fine, for the most part. Aw, a little bit too fast. Just always want to go fast, you know? Darn it. Alright. Man, I tried to, like, wait and be all patient and everything. I just gotta go fast, you know? Now we gotta go this way. And now we got some interesting numbers going on here. What's this terminal over here say? The other day I was chased down a hallway by a giant cube with the word avoid on it. These security measures go too far. Oh, these security measures. We're getting close to something? You gotta be careful not to go past the screen too quickly. Otherwise you'll end up running into the thing you were originally avoiding but on the other side. What does this say? The only way into my private lab anymore is by teleporter. I've made sure that it's difficult for unauthorized personnel to gain access. Alright, let's see if we can get this one. Aw, we're a little too slow. It's difficult to like transition from like looking at one side of the screen to like all of a sudden like looking at the other. Oops, I shouldn't have. I just should have waited. Been a little bit more patient. You'll find that that's my one of my biggest like banes when it comes to platformers. Is just wanting to go too fast. Oh, and I again slid a little bit too far past where I wanted to be. Darn it, and again I wasn't ready. You gotta like you have to be like ready to go as soon as you get past or like walk through the wall on one of the other areas. You can't hesitate the slightest. If you do hesitate and you die. Just like that. Just like that. And then of course you start to worry about not hesitating, and then you go too fast and end up dying multiple times in a row like that. Oops. I was like, oh wait, no, I I tried to save myself and didn't work, obviously. Nice, we got it. That's the 18th trinket. I don't think we're gonna be able to get back. I don't think we're gonna be able to get back. Oh, I actually almost made it back, surprisingly. At least without dying. There we go. It's this teleporter thing. Ooh, to the Batcave. Right on this way. Oh wait, I was about to run off this way and then do the platform, but oh, we gotta go over here. There we go. All right. Ooh, this design is really cool. Ooh, we might just. Ooh, are we gonna call it here? Are we gonna call it here? This episode's getting a little bit long, and we still have a bit of the game left, so maybe we'll do a little bit more, and then we'll wrap up the game in the next episode. Man, how exciting! Darn it! This is kind of what I was talking about before when I said that I needed to like get more running starts rather than take it kind of incrementally. Because I am always like afraid of overshooting it, like sliding too much. I guess I can afford to overshoot this one, so I might as well give it a little bit more oomph. There we go. Okay. So I think here we're gonna actually call it, because I know we're getting closer to the end and we still have a little bit to go, and there's a little bit after the game I want to do. So we're actually gonna call it here for this particular episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. I hope you guys are excited to see what the ending is. That should be pretty fun, but regardless, I will see you guys in what's going to be the finale of VVVVVV. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.